Hey there, it's Tuesday evening, which means that it's the AV Life podcast. And I'm Nancy Blanchard with Screenbeam, and you are listening to and watching the AV Life.
Hey, you. I'm Murphy Daly, project manager, AV veteran, author, and you are joining us for the AV Life.
And I'm your host, Tim Van Wert from Rutgers University in Newark, also from HETMA, also from higheredav.com. And you are watching and listening to the AV Life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here tonight. We do have a guest with us here tonight. And I'm just going to introduce him so we can just get started with conversation here tonight. Jon Youse, how are you tonight, Jon?
I'm doing well, Tim. Thank you so much for the invitation and letting me join you here tonight.
We are very glad to have you. For our listening audience at home, so they get to know you a little bit, just give it a little bit about what you do for HETMA, because that's part of the reason you're here tonight, and what you do for the job that actually pays you on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, for HETMA, I recently became the regional board chair, which is basically the person who's in charge of helping to cover logistics and get the road shows underway. We do 4 of those a year. And in my normal everyday job, I work for Ivy Tech Community College of Indiana. It's the largest community college in the nation. We've got 19 campuses across Indiana. And I work at the Fort Wayne campus as the Director of Educational Technology Support and Operations.
That's awesome. So, all right. Well, before we dive into anything, actually, I have a question regarding community colleges, because I know New Jersey does things a little bit differently than every other state. So in the case of Indiana, is your community college like the community college for the state of Indiana, or are there other community colleges like? So
it is the community college for the state of Indiana. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a centralized system for the state of Indiana. Okay.
Yes, we are indeed.
All right, cool. So just because we don't, a lot of us come from just public or private universities. What are some? I'm just because I'm curious, because I don't really get to have these conversations much with people. What would you say are some like challenges and like some benefits to having a system like that across the entire state?
Well, I think for us, since we are able to draw from not only everybody in the state of Indiana, I mean, we do get some people from out of state too. Our college really focuses on trades and getting people workforce ready for Indiana. So, I mean, we've got everything from, automotive to nursing, we've got IT programs to, kind of your typical arts and sciences, liberal arts type of thing. We also have programs for high school students so that they can take courses at Ivy Tech and get a head start on their college career. So, I mean, we have, like associates and 2-year degrees, certificates, that kind of thing. We get people workforce ready. And if they're going to move on to like another institution, they can, for a very affordable price, kind of get a lot of their introductory credits and courses out of the way before they transfer to a 4-year.
That's cool. Yeah. See now, and here in New Jersey, like we have one community college per county, essentially. So we have 21 different community colleges, but they're all designed like slightly differently, and all of them have, and just similar, I'm sure, to you, like where each campus has its own kind of specialty for what they offer there. But yeah, they're almost each individual entity. So, it's
I always kind of describe it to people. It's kind of like, we've got like the federal government in kind of our central office, and we've got, state government in our individual campuses, because we all have a certain amount of autonomy, but then being systematized, we can, kind of reap the benefits of being a larger system of colleges, and kind of share resources and support.
See, and there you go. That's really cool. Yeah. And I know, like, I'm sure without having too much knowledge of the inner workings of the community college system here in New Jersey, but I can assume that there is some dialogue that goes between them, and they have their own separate entity groups that they work with. But yeah, that's really cool that you're having a system set up like that, just to be able, like you said, the benefits of having the centralized resources and everything like that. So so cool. Oh, and thank you for that little
No
insight.
problem.
That was I was like, oh yeah, I can actually ask about that. Like, so I didn't pre-warn you on that. So thank you for taking that in.
No problem.
Murphy, Nancy, how we all doing tonight?
Living the dream.
Living this dream.
Okay, Nancy, what is happening from your skies in Northern Cal?
Oh, torrential downpour yesterday, all day, all night. Phenomenal.
Okay.
I got to turn off my sprinkler system, so at least one day I saved water off my bill, hopefully. But no, we needed that, and that was just wonderful. And it actually was supposed to rain, I think, for the rest of this week, and it's been sunny today. So I don't know, but some type of storm's going through.
It is raining for the first time this winter. And it's not even really, I mean, is it winter? It's winter. Okay, fine. It's raining.
Well, it's fall. Technically, it's fall, but yeah.
Right. So it's raining finally. And I am thinking about that as I realized, I got excited a couple weeks ago and started cleaning all my windows. And I thought, this is why I don't clean my windows. Why would I?
I got my car washed on Sunday, and
Oh, no.
here it's $55 for interior and exterior.
Whoa.
And then it rains.
Oh,
And I was holding off for the longest time, and I thought, okay, well, I should really get it done. And then it rains the next day.
See, and that's the funny thing. Like here in New Jersey, like we had that nor'easter that was supposed to come through, and like our shore areas got hit really hard again. But I had some wind and a little bit of rain. Like it wasn't anything like. They were all they were ready to like shut down the state and do everything, and so but I mean it was good though because we hadn't had like any good rain in a while, so like we were running pretty dry. But I did have to pick up like half my Halloween decorations because the wind was strong enough to take some of the smaller things and blow them away if I didn't do that. So tomorrow I'm putting everything back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, I'm jealous of all your rain. My yard is brown and crunchy here. We're in an extended drought, so
sorry. That's a thing too. That happens a lot around here.
Well, maybe the California rain will head your way in the next day or two.
It's raining. I'm just hearing it on the windows.
There you go. It's like we knew. It's like they knew.
Yeah.
It's like, by the way, I'm still here. I'm still raining.
I haven't walked in 2 days or hiked, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I will say, spinning off of being active and stuff like that, I started a workout class with some of the other dads that I know. Like, so there's like 6 of us that go to like this. Yeah, there's a place here in town that does like it's like a small group workout type stuff. Not quite CrossFit, but it's like a little bit more intense than just your general workout class. So it worked out nicely. And like I said, there's like 6 of us that have signed up to do this. So, and it's good.
So you got some gym bros now.
We got some gym bro dads. So yeah, that's, and it's kind of cool. Cause like we're all on various levels, which is good because like the guy that runs the class needs to like go average for us all. So like the guys that are more in shape, like it's a little easier for them. But then for those of us that are a little on the other end of things, it's a good workout. But even only after 2 classes, like I feel a lot better than I did before I started doing the classes. So like I'm looking forward to hopefully continuing it after the end of the month. So
yeah,
because I don't want to come up to Infocom in June and be like knocked out from a couple days of just walking. Like I want my energy back.
You'll have
So,
to get involved in what was that scavenger hunt or that competition
oh, the
Amazing
Amazing Race. Yeah.
you did? Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it again. We'll defend our title, but I'm bringing a new squad in for it. So, if they decide to invite us in. So if anyone's interested in watching, the video is released on Avixa TV, so you could go find it. There's some smaller clips, and then there's like a 30-minute video of the actual competition. You'll get to see me and Brittany and Josh compete against the college kids and the high school kids. So, oh yeah, John, yeah, it was an entertaining event. So, but yeah, I would do it again, but I feel like it's just the right thing to pass it along to others and let them experience it. So if they want me to coordinate a team, I will coordinate a team again. So, I'm calling you out, Jen Weaver, and next level learning, and we're open to round 2 in 2026. So it's happening, or at least I'm making the call out for it. So speaking of upcoming events, John, I brought you in here. You had alluded in your intro that you're also taking part with the roadshow events. When you have one coming up, don't you?
That's right. We will be in Nashville on Monday, October the 27th, at Vanderbilt University. So BC Hatchet is our host there. So he's kind of been working on planning and logistics with me, to get this event. He was actually on it, way before, because the previous Chris, who was our board chair, was working on this event with him. So, I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping it's going to be a really good event for people, and we've got a lot of great sponsors on board to meet there. So it's a great opportunity for people, even if you're not HETMA members. I mean, we draw from everybody in higher education, even if you're not just AV people. I mean, if you're into like learning design or, technology in any way, IT, you've got a place here where you could, come and interact with some of our sponsors and, learn some stuff, meet some new people.
Yeah.
Yes, meeting new people.
There you go.
So valuable.
Yep.
It is. I mean, I've only been a part of HETMA for less than a year. I mean, I had not heard about it, before. And once I got introduced, they just kept slowly, pulling me in. And I mean that not in a bad way, because, everybody needs community. And this has been a really supportive community just for me, and I'm hoping to, pass some of that along to other people as well,
and John, like this, hearing you say that, like as a, one of the original members, from 6 years ago, like that warms my heart, because that's what we were, that was the goal, was to build the community, and, having the people in place to join that community and make it what it is, and being able to hand it off to other folks outside of the original, like, 12 of us,
right.
That's what we wish for, So I think we were talking during our board and chairs meeting yesterday that you're at about 23 sponsor tables right now.
24.
24. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So there you go.
We have 24 sponsors for the event. It's not as large a venue as there might have been for some past road shows. So we're going to be pretty packed, but I think it's going to be great. It just means it's a little more, intimate, so that you can get to know people even better, which is really, I think, the beating heart of what a road show is supposed to be, is to gather people from that area, that radius of whatever, town we're having the show in, that can come and, interact with some of their peers and network with people.
Exactly. That was the intent, that's why, early on, like that's when Ryan did his first Arizona roadshow. It was such a huge success because that area was craving for this sort of event, to get the vendors out there, to have a centralized location for everybody to meet up. And plus Ryan planned an incredible event as well. So it was a good day. It was a really good day. I wish I was there for it. So.
Well, I got to say, I give kudos to George Brown, Mark Sears, and Angelique, I think is how I pronounce his name. They put on a phenomenal one for Toronto.
Oh, for Toronto, yeah.
We had a lot of the universities, including mine, who showed up. You had the one vendor from Nariva. He drove from Buffalo across the border. In fact, John Pfeffer, is it?
Pfeiffer.
Who's involved with Pipe, yeah,
From
who's
Buffalo,
involved with CPC, he was there. So it was and it's like that. It's like what you and I talked about, Tim, was, you know, you guys aren't in the business of knowing how to really run road shows or anything. And, you know, it's been wonderful of each one hosting, but every time they get better and better and better because you know the flow, you understand what needs to be done. And I see only bigger and better. I didn't get to Northwestern, unfortunately, because I was in between employment. So I didn't know, you know, how well that one went. But I mean, I see only bigger and better.
Well, and that's part of the reason we brought in someone like Jon into this role, is that we wanted to have that consistency going from roadshow to roadshow, because there were some slight deviations early on, like, you know, so, and from a sponsorship standpoint, it makes it easier. From a participant standpoint, it makes it easier, just so that the expectation is always the same, or relatively the same. You know, obviously every location has its own characteristics. You know, like Troy with the Northwestern one, and, you know, and now you've got Jon and BC with Vanderbilt. So it's you know, so having somebody running point, and it keeps us all on track, and so we can keep providing that consistent experience for everybody. So and there's nothing wrong with a small road show, coming from one who ran a small road show.
Oh no, like I said, I'm not trying to diss it at all. I mean, you know, for me, I'm just, you know, nervous that it all comes together, and, you know, everybody has a good time, because that's what I'm hoping for ultimately. I want our sponsors to be really happy, and I want, you know, every attendee to be happy that they attended the show.
Right. Well, and so the advantage right now, so but this is actually a call out to our folks who are attending EDUCAUSE, because this is before EDUCAUSE. So
that's right. We're Monday right before EDUCAUSE.
Right. So as this episode comes out, it's a week from today. As you hear this episode on Monday the 20th, you're a week out from the event. So make sure you get online and sign up. And actually, one of our chairs actually was able to switch his flight, and I don't think it cost him anything. I think he was able to just change the flight, so that last minute. So yeah, I think the flight change is really not that big. So if you can get in earlier on Monday to hop in and join the roadshow, do it. Like, make that flight change. Although I will say, with the government shutdown right now, I don't think airlines are going to change their pricing, because they want to make sure people keep flying. So this is your chance to get that good flight for cheap money.
Yeah, and even if you're not going to attend EDUCAUSE, I mean, anyone from the area, I mean, there are so many schools within even like an hour, 2-hour drive of Nashville. So it's a great opportunity, I think, for people in that area, you know, whether it's, you know, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, we can pull from a lot of those places to get some people into the show. And I know there's lots going on, because, you know, there's EDUCAUSE, there's other shows going on along the way, but I think this is a great opportunity, and, you know, it is free to attend for all of our higher ed folks. Yeah. You know, you're going to get breakfast, you're going to get lunch, you're going to get, you know, a snack in the afternoon, and then after that, you can pack up and go to the happy hour that we're going to be holding, you know, later in the evening.
Now I'm excited for where your happy hour is, and I feel like I'm in like a minority when it comes to this. But let Jon, let them know where the happy hour is.
Well, we are going to be holding it at Garth Brooks Bar in Nashville, Friends in Low Places.
Sweet.
So we'll be there from 5 to 7, and there will be food and drinks, available for all of our higher ed folks and sponsors who've been into the show.
Man, I'm having FOMO now. This isn't fair.
That's
Stop.
what I'm saying is that that would be great. I know. And we were talking about it during the meeting yesterday, and BC's like, yeah. And I'm like, it's not like that's great. Like maybe because I'm like not in Nashville, but like I don't know. I'm a fan of Garth Brooks. Like I like his music. Like he bridged that gap of, and I'm bringing music back into this. Like we talked about Rush last week. So like he was like the first to bring in that like country rock, and bridge the two. And like,
what would you expect in Nashville? It's Nashville. What are you supposed to do?
Music City, USA, baby.
City, exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be disappointing if it weren't at a music place. It'd be like, we're going to go to Nashville and have bagels. What?
Oh, I would never have bagels.
That would be weird. Right. That's not the point. It'd just be wrong.
But anyway, so it sounds like it's going to be an incredible day, John.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it should be. And we've got a link out there on Eventbrite that you can pre-register, but even if you don't pre-register, you can still come to, the door, and, we will get you in. Pre-registering just helps me in terms of logistics to make sure that we've got, enough food and stuff there for people. But, by all means, if you're available, come and hang out with us in Nashville. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. And there are going to be campus tours happening as well, right? So
there will be campus tours of Vanderbilt. So,
Oh, yeah.
You'll get to see what BC's
it
been
looks
up
absolutely beautiful, the campus, and I can't wait to see the technology there.
Yeah. So yeah, the FOMO is real, and but I mean at the same time, I'm also do get to go up to Boston, so so as you alluded to, John, we do have a lot of events happening this week. Like that week is very popular. I don't know why. Like, and as a parent, like it was tough to it's tough to be away at that time of year because it's right before Halloween, and Halloween's on a Friday this year. So, but I get the chance. I'm going to be representing HETMA along with Josh Kaufman up at the Midwich Tech Connect in Boston. So that's on Wednesday the 29th. Also a free event. So if for the New England HETMA folks or non-HETMA folks, whatever, if you're up there looking for a free event, come and hang out up there. Come visit me and Josh, and we'll see who else I get to tag along to say hi. So that's just another thing. And then so we go right from the HETMA Roadshow right into EDUCAUSE. And so I know there's just going to be a ton going on. And I know
there's going to be a HETMA presence at EDUCAUSE too. I mean, we don't have a booth, but we're going to be camped out, there where people can find us and meet with us. I believe Heave's going to be doing some podcasting and broadcasting there, from the event. So HETMA will be well represented there at EDUCAUSE.
Yep, I'm sure. Yes, they will be. So at the very least, you will see us. Like, look for the green lanyards, look for the green badge flags. Like, it's almost, it's akin to is the COVID Infocom, the October 21, I think was that, or I think it was that one. Right? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, because I knew I've been to 5. I had to do backwards, or I had to do math. It was like myself and James and Aaron and Joe, and like that we were just being out there finding the green tags from the folks from Infocom that said education on it, and just getting the word out that year, and really building the interest. And so it's almost like that, except for there could be a lot more of us this year. So find the HETMA folks.
That's right. And we're looking to get into a lot of smaller shows it regionally too. I mean, it doesn't just have to be something we're putting on, but if there are integrators out there or manufacturer, partners who are going to want to do an event, we would love to be there and have a presence there so we can talk to some more higher ed folks and really drive us down that road to 10K and in our membership. So
Yes.
What's the number at now, John? Or even Tim, members with HETMA?
Yeah, it's interesting. We had
that conversation, and now I'm trying to remember what the number was.
I don't think we actually ever talked about the actual number. We're on the way to 10.
I think we're over halfway. I think it's fair to say, but
I think we're about there. Yeah,
I don't know where the actual number.
We'll report back on that number. So,
and again, HETMA's free to join with your EDU email address. So
right. So if you're looking for more information about the HETMA Roadshow in Nashville, go to hetma.org, sign in. If you're not a member, it's free to join, and it's for not just higher ed, it's also for manufacturers and for our integrator friends. Join in. All the information about the roadshow is on the open community side, so you can go and get it on that side. And make sure you register. Let John know that you're swinging by, so you can make sure he has a bagel for you. since Murphy brought up bagels, that's all. It's
what would be the classic thing to eat in Nashville? It's not Louisiana. I'm going to Louisiana next week, so that's beignets, obviously. I don't know what Louisiana has.
Well, is it Nashville barbecue? Like, isn't that a thing?
Yeah, but I mean, a bagel is like a bread snack, a breakfast, or.
Oh, yeah. So what would be a Tennessee breakfast?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find that out.
Biscuits.
I think biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
biscuits sounds right.
Well, I am hoping to get some good biscuits and gravy because that's like my comfort food. That is the breakfast I will take 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy. I asked Google. Biscuits and gravy. Tennessee's ultimate comfort food.
There we go.
Well, is grits more like North and South Carolina?
I think grits is more that area. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure if you ask BC where to go, he'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
So,
is that where he is from or located?
Well, that's Vanderbilt's there.
Yep,
so yeah,
BC is at Vanderbilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when he's not in different locations for cheer for his daughter. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, that is dedication.
So actually, he's not even going to be around like right before the roadshow because he's got cheer stuff with his daughter. So that's how committed and busy this man is. So,
so do you guys have on the horizon where other roadshows will be, or are you still in the planning process?
We are still planning, and we are looking to fill out our roadshow slate for 2026. The only one. We are looking at California. We are just trying to find a host school that is open.
Yeah, Matt, UC Berkeley. He's got the new
building. Matt was talking about that.
I have been talking to Matt, and he wants to wait until 27. He's got like a big building project going on that he wants to be able to show off. So I think that'll probably be sometime in 27. Right now, the only thing we've got confirmed and announced for 26 is our Omaha Roadshow, which Chris Kelly, who was just recently on the podcast here, is going to be hosting there at Creighton. So that'll be July 9th of 26. So
there you go.
Not my territory. Move it more. I'm Western US, Montana, Wyoming.
Hey, Nancy, work on some of your schools out there, and send them our way because we would love to fill out that slate. Like I said, I mean, we want to get out there to as many people as we can. We want to get across the country. We don't want to just be in the Midwest or the South or the Northeast or where what have you.
You heard it here. Yep. Bozeman, we're looking at you.
Bozeman. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or Colorado.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
there might be discussions for a location like that too, but we'll
Right.
for something else,
Okay. Well,
maybe,
anyway.
perhaps. I'm not without giving away too
Nancy,
much.
somewhere where Nancy is gonna go help support and give
There you go.
information.
You
Yeah.
got it. You know it. I'm there.
Well, we'll be in Vegas for June for the Higher Ed AV Awards, so that'll be coming up, and that location has been determined, and we have but I'm not gonna. Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Breaking out the scarf.
Do I get my cape out too from Vegas?
Nancy, you might be one of the few non-HETMA members who has like the cape.
The cape.
Because there were only a handful of those that were given out to the sponsors.
Oh,
so you probably like are in a very small like elite group that has that.
He is in a small elite group.
I feel privileged.
You should. So we got all that coming up. I had another thought and I lost it.
So you can't do. There you go. See what I write in?
See? I will say the blue ones this year went over. I don't know, something about that blue that we had this year. That was I like that blue color for the books, the notebooks. Yeah. That was from the Education Summit. So if you are heading to Infocom this next year in 2026, make sure you leave the time earlier in the week to go to the HETMA Education Summit. So
okay.
Yes. So I know there's other training. I know if you're going for your CTS, please do that. I'm not discounting those trainings, but if you want to come and join us for higher ed specific training, the Education Summit, and you get 12 RUs from Avixa for your CTS renewal credits.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good.
Yes. Yeah. So for those of us who need to maintain that, there you go. It's an easy way to get 12. Well, I shouldn't say easy, but it's an easier way of getting 12.
Convenient
credits.
way.
It's a convenient way. There you go. Thank you.
It's convenient and fun.
Yes, it is. So, and if you sign up, maybe I might be talking a little early, but in past years, when you sign up for the Education Summit, you get a ticket to the Higher Ed AV Awards included with your registration. So your dinner. Yes, your dinner and your drinks are covered for Monday night if you sign up for the Education Summit. So keep an eye out on that just for final details. I don't want to promise anything. So this is not a promise. This is just what happened in years past. So.
Well, and isn't that always the game for any, conference that you're going to go to, is trying to get all the free food and drinks like every night,
Exactly. So it's just checking one more night off the list, so
that's right.
Yeah. So, and because it's included with your ticket. So for those who were state universities and stuff like that, like where you're worried about getting a free meal, it's like you've paid to be here. We're taking that money to put it towards towards the event. So no worries for state university type folks. So there you go. Because I have to consider that. That's one of the things I need to worry about. So I'm always thinking about that for our state folks. So yeah, that's so I will say, John, that's what it was. Going back to the roadshow events, and I know we're trying to lock them all in for 2026 because I have this great vision in my head for like a tour t-shirt from a rock band. Like we went on this whole like side quest of like rock and roll during the event meeting. And I like the idea of being able to have all the events and have that t-shirt, so you have your 4 road shows and they're, so everybody who went to a road show that year, you get a t-shirt. So, and it all be the same. So that's really cool, I think.
Yeah, we've got some good possibilities kind of, out there nebulously, but, we need to just lock in some official dates. And once we can do that, I am gung-ho and all in on getting the rock and roll t-shirt. We got to do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, exactly. The U.S. tour.
Your shirt.
The North American tour.
North American tour.
We are not just the U.S. organization.
North America. Come on. Well, we need the world tour next. We got to go. Yeah. Guitar Hero
Absolutely.
World Tour. That's what it's got to look. Actually, I think I have that game somewhere.
Well, it's like the Swiftie tour, the Taylor Swift
Oh, eras.
The
tour.
new era.
Eras
I'm in my
that
HETMA
went-
era.
It just kept expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding. So, you know, it starts out North America, but give it a little time. It goes
Yeah.
world, and I don't know. I think we're technological people. There's a chance the galaxy is not that far away.
Well, and we also have our virtual conference coming. We have our virtual conference coming up too. So
Yeah.
for our global folks, there you go.
The
And that's
hyperlink zone.
free. And that's free as well. So there you go. I
And
love
it's a
these HETMA
tremendous
episodes.
event. I mean, that was what first sucked me into HETMA was the virtual conference.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Uh-huh.
you know, I mean, I found that just to be so valuable. The with the discussions and talks that they had during that conference, it was great. And you know, if you can't get out, I mean, if you're like me and you're at a state school and travel budgets are limited, then you know you can take this virtual opportunity to attend. You know, was really a world-class conference, I think, and get information from, you know, thought leaders and partners all over the world. So
Mm-hmm. We were virtual before it was cool. So, you know, it's we saw that need. Exactly, John. Like that was, you know, we saw there are so many that were just like you that were like, this is a great opportunity because A, it's free, B, it's virtual, and you get all that experience. And it's the chat, like it's the conversations that just spin off naturally. And you know, for those who maybe you're new to higher ed, maybe you're new just to the networking aspect of higher ed, like this is, if you can't make it to a roadshow, the virtual conference is probably your next best bet for getting a feel for what HETMA is. So I would say, yeah, in-person roadshow, virtual event, it's coming up, virtual conference, it's coming up in February. Just so you get the feel that, you know, and when we first ran it, you know, years ago, like it was, we weren't sure how it was going to go. Like we knew there was a need. We planned it. We got it together. We all learned so much in that first year, plus from the, you know, the operating side and being able to like see how everyone was interacting. Like our vertical just became so much tighter in that moment because we all realized how much we had in common and how much like we benefited from having these conversations with each other. So yeah. So, and then we have great, yeah, like you said, thought leaders, you know, like Nancy and Murphy, you know, we gotta, I will say Murphy's presence was requested at the education summit this last year, but we couldn't work it out to get her out there. So
Thank you.
I know.
Stand
Yes.
it's always
Well,
nice.
I mean, there's Vegas, and
That's right.
that's closer. You could take a day. You could take
True.
a day and come out and join us
We'll see,
on
yeah.
a Monday. You know. So,
Good times.
so, and then, you know, because we're all also excited for Murphy's upcoming project management book.
Yeah.
Soon to be published, the AV Project Manager Handbook, which will be available to the many people who want to find out the special, unique things in AV projects.
Oh, so excited. Another thing to add to all the things that we got going on.
I will actually be joining a Rave Pubs panel on the 30th of this month talking about project management. And I wondered, I was like, ooh, if I rushed it, I'm like, nope. The AV Life has the exclusive right to discuss. So
you just tell me when, Murphy, we will book that episode. So
yeah.
And
what I need to do is get the advanced review copies ready for publication and send it out to you all so that you can read it, so that when I discuss it, you'll say, I had a question about, or I really like this part, or did you mean to say, is that real? And we'll have a real discussion. I'll give you homework, guys. This is what's going to happen.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there's a
Homework.
typo on page 495. It's
Yeah.
right here, paragraph 3.
It is much shorter than that because a handbook needs to be handy.
There you go.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also speaking of rave pubs and the event that you're part, the panel you're part of, Murphy, HETMA is actually proud to partner with rave pubs for launch week. So we are taking part as we are, again, another thing that same week. So there's a lot going on, and so an Ed Tech Day specifically is Wednesday the 29th. So chime in. You have so many opportunities in the last week of October. It's like we're all trying to squeeze it all into 1 week here, but so make sure you swing by somewhere and say hi wherever it makes it convenient for you. So so we're excited for all these things upcoming. Oh, wow, that was a great conversation. Yeah, where do we go from here now? I mean, this is like I will say November looks a little quiet. And I mean, so like I said, as you're listening to this, it's the 20th of October. So we're winding down October, which it still blows my mind that we're at that point. Excuse me. Oops, wrong one. Sorry, I'm trying to open up a file on my computer here. You know, all the great quality content that you all chime in here for. So yeah, so October, the handling failure was our theme this month for the road to 10K. And there we go. Sorry, I had to go back to these guys here. All right. And then yeah, coming up in November, we've got since Thanksgiving is in November, except for wait a minute, Nancy.
Yes.
Was Thanksgiving this week?
It was Monday.
It was yesterday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have turkey. I did buffalo filet mignon.
Ooh.
It was raining outside, so I'm not going out to the barbecue. So I did everything inside.
Okay. That sounds really good too.
Yeah. But yes, it was neat to see all of the postings on social media from everybody and anybody about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took a sick day yesterday, so I was home and I really wasn't I was on my HETMA meetings, but that was really all I did for the day. So I didn't really catch in on much of the Canadian Thanksgiving Day stuff. So I'm glad you had a good day there. But the American Thanksgiving is in November, and in that vein, we are going to be talking about being grounded in gratitude. So that's going to be our theme for the month of November, and we'll talk more about that as we get close to that month. Even though
my gratitude will be flying on Thanksgiving Day to Florida to get on the brand new Disney Destiny ship.
Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
Nice. I know Murphy's laughing.
That's wonderful. No, you love it so much. I'm glad.
It's a special cruise before they start doing their regular cruising, so you could use points.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what, Murphy? It's just another way to be able to see parts of the world, and if it's something that you enjoy, then you could always go back.
I've got nothing but admiration. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You love the cruises.
Like
you get so much joy out of it.
I do it for my son.
Yeah, well, you get something out of it too, and it's
I was just saying, I go
to see him happy.
I only ever go to Disney World for my son.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I go to Hollywood Studios, and to Star Wars Land is for him, not for me. Oh wait, no, not that way.
Well,
not me with the Star Wars poster on the back wall of it.
Wait until your son is of legal drinking age, because that was the best in May. Because I said, if I'm going to spend the money for Disney World, I have to do Epcot to drink around the world, and he loved it.
Oh.
He was trying he's into cocktails. So he was trying all these different cocktails from all the different countries.
Yeah, Nancy, I can't even wrap my head around that my son's going to be 11 in December. Like I can't even look down an additional 10 years until he turns 21. Like that seems like a whole nother existence at this point. So,
well, see, and I was blessed because I got to stay home and, be there with them every day. And I'm telling you that, like you said, the years just went by really quickly. And I'm sure for you, Murphy, the same with your daughter too.
She's turning 16. Excuse me. She is 16 and she is practicing driving. So that is a new shock. I mean, they're coming. She is really struggling with physics, which is not something that I feel that my education was something of an embarrassment in many ways, and so I've always felt naked about my education. So she's really going for it. Good for her. However, small story, and I told her this. When I was trying to graduate, it took me a long time to graduate, and I kept going at it and was working while I was trying to finish my education, my college education. And I moved to California and tried to apply to go to college. I'd been going to college in Alaska, where I'm from, right? Thank you, Nezzy, you remembered. And I was trying to get into the UC system, and the UC system said, you don't have enough math. I'm like, I'm like, okay, I need math. And I took a test in order to see if I qualified for a junior college. The junior colleges in Northern California are really great. And they were like, you don't qualify. You don't know how to do math. And I'm like, I don't want to take a math class that's not going to be credit. I don't want to take like remedial math in order to get something like that'll just make me more delayed than ever. I was very upset about the whole thing. So I bravely went up to the statistics teacher and said, can I take the class? I didn't qualify for it. She said, sure, you can take the class. If you fail, that's on you. I'm like, okay. And I worked really hard, and it was extremely daunting. I hooked myself up to a bunch of other people at the cafeteria and did a lot of statistics and learned about sigmas and many other things that I'm forgetting right now. Well, but distribution, anyway, things like that. The sigma distribution. Anyway, so learned about that, and I got a C. I was very proud of that C. I know. And yet, because I did that, this is a long story, because I did that, I forgot to reapply to the university that I was trying to get into. So I missed the deadline there, and I was crushed. I was so happy to get that C. I'm like, oh, I worked so hard to get that C. And I was like, okay, now I can go to the university, right? And they're like, you missed the deadline. Yeah. So I was crushed. But my sister-in-law said, hey, you want to go get an internship? I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, tomorrow. They're taking interviews tomorrow. Let's go. Let's see if you can get an internship. I'm like, what are you talking about? That was how I got my internship at Moffett Field for NASA Ames to be the desktop video conference administrator intern. And thus I began my long story. So math. And I told my daughter that story, and she said, that's so funny that you couldn't qualify for math, and that led to you getting a job at NASA.
Yep.
Everything for a reason.
Exactly.
So I impressed my daughter too. So anyhow, so I'm like, keep doing the physics.
I am not a math person. Never have been. I'm a creative person. I'm a business person. I'm a arts person, but not math, not science.
Well, she's doing very well at it, but physics is apparently something that has to take you behind the woodshed and beat you up before it lets you go. So, she's doing well. She is there for it every day. Her daddy has taken on the task of trying to get the answers to the questions that were given to her. And anyway, so I'm very proud of her. She got from she's progressing forward. I think she's going to do reasonably well in the class before she's done.
do you just quick? Do you know my kids started doing because they discovered, and then I discovered
What?
is that those tests and assignments that teachers give you, you can find the answers online. Like
Yes.
the exact thing, and just go, hey, there you go. Easy peasy. Now we don't have to spend 3 hours on homework.
Or learn
don't like to
anything.
tell students that.
Yeah,
No,
don't let them know that.
It's no good.
You can do that, but you would then not know anything. So there's
Right.
that.
Or maybe it's something that you don't really want to know because you really don't care, and it's interesting.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm of the generation of the Britannia encyclopedias.
Mhm. Right. The ones that sat on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. That still sit on the shelf at my parents' house.
When I went to university, I had to take, I was French and business, and I don't know why, but part of business, it was a COBOL, Fortran basic course. And
Wow.
I made friends with guys, and one of them, he actually was like a computer science, so he did the assignments for me because I didn't know.
Well, okay, fine, Nancy. Good
like,
for you.
wow,
That was you
okay.
cleverly. What is it?
Gaming the system.
Cloud sourcing. I
Cloud
remember when
crowd.
I had a similar problem. I took a class on purpose my first semester in college, and I asked the guy, "What do I do?" He's like, "Okay," and he started to do it for me. I'm like, "No, I want to learn this." He's like, "What? Oh, that's going to take longer."
Mhm.
So that's more my style.
And then if you really want to know, is that so I always got my jobs from knowing people. And so I went from my university's Wilfrid Laurier, and I was a liaison for the university. So I would travel to the high schools and talk about all the programs to try to get them interested to attend my university. And then I knew somebody who was in the computer industry, and they said, hey, Nancy, we're looking for a trainer, since you've done presentations and things. So I entered when it was DOS. And I remember sitting there with my big Toshiba laptop and just staring because I had no idea what to do. And then shortly thereafter, Windows was introduced. And so it was like, ooh, this is a cool GUI.
Oh,
This is
look.
a lot more user friendly. So I have evolved.
3.11. It was wonderful.
Mhm.
And when I worked at Microsoft, Windows NT, nobody internally knew how to position that product. And so it was very difficult in going out and doing presentations and things because it was like, well, how do we talk about this operating system? Because we don't even understand it. So,
Oh,
fun
fun
times.
time. Yep,
But
fun times.
you learn to adapt. That's
Mhm.
I guess what I'm saying is that, as the same thing with technology today, you learn to adapt.
Oh yeah, because now we're all adapting to like AI and all those sort of things. Like I'm in the middle of an online training. It's like taking me forever to get through it, but it's all about using the AI and talking to it and the prompts and how to talk to it and make sure you give details. The whole thing. So it's very interesting, and I'm adapting, like you said, to this new way of doing things.
Well, if you look at Sean Kennedy on LinkedIn, he introduced today that they have a whole new type of, I don't want to call it an ecosystem. It's AI driven to make your lives easier when it comes to the schematics of your setup, and also in supporting, various different types of manufacturing products and stuff. Just look up Sean Kennedy. He previously, I saw, was with Crestron, and now he's with NetSpeak.
Hey.
Well, look at his posting today, because I'm thinking, wow, this is something that's gonna, change, because all of us manufacturers all have different unique ecosystems. And it gets to a point, okay, well, are you adapting to one particular one, or are you still using, various manufacturers, and how do you bring that all together so that you can be able to monitor, bring up the analytics and see, how, like, what the ROI is.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. And not that I want to cut this conversation short, but we are
talking for a while.
We are fast approaching an hour here. So
for being a quiet guy, Jon, you have inspired a really good episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like I said, I'm just happy that you guys invited me on, and I got to talk about HETMA and the Nashville Roadshow, which is upcoming on October 27th. It's Monday. It's free. You know, come and hang out with a bunch of other AV people. Find your family.
Yeah, see, you know how to pitch. You know how to take advantage of a pitch like that. Good job, Jon. All right. So yeah, Jon, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. It was definitely a pleasure having you here. Murphy, Nancy, a pleasure as always for you too. To all of our folks listening out there, we're just going to wrap this up here. So kind of a quick cutoff here, but we'll let you get back to your everyday lives. And as always, until our next adventure.